Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the war between Moses Kuria and Gachagwa is advancing. And I am convinced that William Ruto is part of this war. And this did not start yesterday, neither today or the other day. It is something that has existed for a very long time. You talk about the issue to do with the Meru, MCS impeaching the governor. Kuria brought in the name of Gachagwa indirectly. Then there was also another attack between Kuria and Gachagwa when he talked about, in fact, Kuria dismissed Kenyans who were complaining about the high cost of fuel. He went further to tell Kenyans, watch up, complain, go and dig your own wells. But again, he went further even to openly tell Kenyans that the price of fuel is going to increase by 10 shillings every month until February. Now from there, Gachagwa rebutted. And in his response to Kuria, Gachagwa used the word arrogance or arrogant. And he was directing it to Kuria. Now, the king was in this country. And yesterday, he left. He's gone back to his country. So when the king was leaving the country, Kuria used that opportunity to advance his attacks on Rigathi Gachagwa. And this is what Kuria is telling Gachagwa. In fact, is indirect. Sasa venye king amerudi kwao, fake kingpin, you can take over. Who is the fake kingpin Kuria is talking about? Who is the fake kingpin? And Kuria is not the only person who is talking about the fake kingpin or kingpins. Ruto had also talked about this. And many Kenyans knew that Ruto was addressing one individual, Gachagwa, in as much he put it in a comedy way.
I did inform His Majesty earlier that in Kenya there is a concept called kingpin, and there is a contest for kingpins around Kenya. Different regions have different kingpins. And there is a vicious contest for this kingpin position, which literally amounts to not so much. But this week, all contests about kingpins have been suspended because the king himself is in town.
So, going by the statement from Moses Kuria and what Ruto had said earlier on the issue of kingship, then I can conclude and tell you on this punchline that both Ruto and Kuria have advanced the attack on Rigathi Gachagwa. These people have a serious war on one individual, Rigathi Gachagwa. In different occasions, but they're talking about the same thing. Ruto said and Kuria is tweeting, but they are both saying the same thing. But Kuria is hitting very hard because he's talking about fake kingpins. So, yesterday, Kuria referred to Gachagwa as a fake kingpin. And the obvious reasons are there. Remember, when Gachagwa responded to the issue of fuel increase in price, I said he used the word arrogance. In fact, let me just quote him for you to understand how he was responding to Kuria and David Ndii. The government remains aware of and is sensitive to the challenges Kenyans are facing today. The arrogant statement by a few leaders do not in any way reflect the official government position or that of President William Ruto. So he said Kuria and Ndii are arrogant in their response. to Kenyans in terms of why the fuel is going high. What Kuria said was right. It was all about not what he said, but how he said it. But the fact is that the fuel is increasing by 10 shillings kila wakati. Na alisema mpaka February. Gachagwa was not happy because he was revealing what the cabinet had decided. Tuko kwa hii finance bill ya 2016, sorry, ya 16%. So he indirectly referred to Moses Kuria as arrogant. Now Kuria is advancing the war. So there is competing interest between Kuria and Gachagwa as far as the Mount Kenya region politics is concerned. And one individual, William Ruto, is happy with this war. He would want it to continue. So when you see Kuria and Gachagwa even shaking hands, at one point I saw them in a meeting, walikuwa kwa mkutano kule kwa the official residence of deputy president. They wanted to tell us that everything is in order, they are at peace. But the reality is that there is a huge war between Kuria and Gachagwa. And this war is not just between two individuals. Gachagwa has so many checkmates. And all this is happening because Ruto has also allowed it to happen. Tuko na mtu anaitwa Kimani Ichung'wah. Tuko na mtu anaitwa Ndindi Nyoro. Na sasa tuko na mtu anaitwa Moses Kuria. All these individuals are men. They are being sponsored to checkmate Gachagwa. And because they are all politicians, they have interest just like Gachagwa. They want to become the voice of Mount Kenya and the kingpin of the region. That's why they are advancing the war. So today, Kuria has made indirect attack to Gachagwa. That now the king has left, like what Ruto had said. So you fake kingpin, you can take over. So who is the king of Mount Kenya if Gachagwa is the fake kingpin? Kuria indirectly, he might be telling Gachagwa that the only kingpin we had is Uhuru Kenyatta. And we have not yet had another kingpin to take over from Uhuru Kenyatta. That could be the message. Because so far what we know, the person was coronated as the Mount Kenya kingpin, and the leader, political leader, is none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Then from there, we have never had another one. And now we have people who are competing for the same position. This is healthy for William Ruto, and it is unhealthy for Gachagwa politically. Ruto knows an empowered Gachagwa is dangerous to his presidency. So he has to cut his horns, reduce him to size, and control him. But if you allow Gachagwa to advance this narrative and grow and become the kingpin, then Gachagwa might be more dangerous even than Uhuru Kenyatta. So he's dealing with Gachagwa using people like Moses Kuria and other individuals like mentioned. So this war is going to continue. If Gachagwa thought that because he has become the deputy president, now he automatically become the leader of Mount Kenya region. Leaders have to emerge, they have to work for it. That is not enough. Kulikuwa na Kalonzo, alikuwa deputy vice president. Tulikuwa na Mudi, Uncle Mudi, alikuwa. Hata huyo Mudavadi alikuwa. So it's not automatic to become the president once you are the deputy. The only person who made it is William Ruto. We don't know if Gachagwa will do it, but the way he's behaving, he cannot. So the war is unhealthy for Gachagwa, and the fight has been advanced by Moses Kuria through William Ruto because he knows what he wants. He he want to be the man who is calling the shot in Mount Kenya region, but not Gachagwa. He don't want to go to the mountain through Gachagwa. He want a direct entry to the mountain, divide and rule. If Gachagwa thought he is safe, he is unsafe. And there are also other emerging stories that we will be talking about to tell you really exactly what is happening. I just want to read some of the comments in the remaining 2-3 minutes here on what Kenyans are saying. Ocheng Molo, they are responding to Moses Kuria's tweet. Is it tweet or X? You don't like peace. Mtoto wa Maumau can't breathe anymore. Mwingine hapa Joka, Doricas seeing this. You can see the kind of photo. Another post here, the original king. You can see that is Gachagua, they are sharing. Another one here, Mheshimiwa, Mheshimu na nami. Okay. Then another one here, you can see. Just talk to Rigiji direct. Stop going through the corners. And lastly, no. Zimeisha. Hii ingine is not part of this.